The first cafe was in Mecca.
In Saudi?
Yes, that's the first cafe ever on earth, like in history of a place where people gather to drink coffee.
I never.
Like a modern coffee shop, that's Mecca.
There's a book by the guy who did Starbucks. He wrote a book about coffee and how he decided to launch the brand. He was based.
I have that book, but I never got it. A friend of mine gave it to me, I never read it. I know he thought.
The story somehow goes that he saw in Italy a culture where people would sit down, and Starbucks themselves had a brand, but they were doing wholesale. And he was trying to convince the owners that they should actually get into retail, which is, do a show.
Yeah.
And he kind of saw that happening in Italy, and he wanted to import that culture to the US.
Yes.
So you were saying that that's not necessarily the way it happened.
No, so I would say the Italians had it part of their way of life. But what Starbucks commercialized the idea of a coffee shop. As a cafe, yes, the first cafe was in Saudi, and then you only had it until the 1600s or 1400s where the Europeans discovered coffee. The reason they discovered coffee is because when the Ottomans lost in Vienna, when they retreated, they left their things behind. Part of what they left behind was coffee sacks.